Okay, good morning. We are playing a clash today against Royal Eagles. We should be able to beat them. And it's the tricky Oakmont. I played a couple of games down the coffee shop this morning on the mobile phone. They weren't particularly great scores, but we're back at the PC this morning, so we should have a bit of a better chance. We can see the dots moving, and we can get somewhere near the ding on this. So it's a slightly tricky one to start with. But maybe a little bit careful here. It's going to be about that. How much into is this? I think it's going to play a little bit more. I'd rather be a little bit long here than a little bit short. Oh, what's wrong with that? We've hit the ding. What is wrong with that? It's a little bit short. Wow. There is no explanation for that. We're just going to have to hold a desperately bendy putt. Although I suppose we've played Merion an awful lot this clash. This course is an awful lot easier than Merion. Oh, there somewhere. How does that feel? I'm a little worried that's not enough, but at the same time, I'm used to playing faster greens than this. Go a little more. Yeah, it's going to be about there, nice and firm. Good. Got away with whatever happened on that second shot. Okay, good wind here. I haven't had one of those so far today. I've had to lay up every time to check I can't reach that. Yeah. I really want to go in there. Um, 48 less a couple, 47. That's about right. I'm going to have to hit this about there, I think. 7, that'll be just in between, about there. That should do. No heartbeat, that's a bit worrying. Gonna have to do some early scrambling today. Is that sufficient? It's as if I whack it. There we go. Right, good wind required here. Eagle chance. We made one earlier. Oh well. That definitely is not a kind wind. So we just have to make, it's a hard eagle to make. It's a difficult shot to get close into, so we just have to make sure we do get the birdie and get off without incident. Just play this sensibly. I should do. This is holeable. This is definitely a holeable distance and shot, this one. It tends to land in, if you land it just in this little area between here and the hole, it tends to zip and roll in. So we'll go a little extra over there just to give it the opportunity to do so. And no spin at all, that should be perfect. Just zip it in there. It's got a chance, it's got a chance, it's got a chance. Oh no. Just landed a tiny bit too far to the left, or possibly again I'm forgetting we're playing 11 speed greens, not the more zippy versions that would have that rolling into the hole. Wind will play about 6 here, 6 of tail and 5 of elevation. It's going to play 192, which I think the best shot for that on this screen is going to be that. We'll go all the way over that, that feels about right, and then just hit it in there. Chances might be a fraction big and come back. The idea, bold line, but yeah, I'll take that. It does spin back from behind the hole. It will do a little bit less of that with the tailwind. And as long as you're confident with these downhill slippery ones, which you just need to practice, then all is good. Just make sure we're playing enough break there. Break's always exaggerated on downhill, but now that's perfect. Yeah, it just needs to be hit. Just needs to be hit firmly, boldly. There we go. Well, the chance of a hold shot if we can hit the fairway here, or even if we don't hit the fairway. Hit the flag earlier. Hit the flag out of the 40-50. I forgot to take the pin out. It was rolling along the green, smashed into the flag. Of course, it stayed out, stayed on the edge of the hole. Yeah, I just forgot to take the flag out like an idiot. Okay, we might really hit the green here. I think I figured a way to hold this putt. And the easiest way to hold this putt is not to have to putt. It's to pitch. From over here, I think it's quite a nice putt. I'm going to hold that one at some point. From over here, there's lots of little bendy things going on there, which is less than ideal. So we are just going to try and land it about here. Won't bounce, roll into the pot. A little bit of spin just to hold it. There's a ridge here, you've got to get over that ridge. Otherwise, No good will come of that. It's going to be about that. Hit it where we intended to. Oh! Fraction big, wasn't it? I was trying to land it by here and pop it in. We kind of landed it. Landed a yard too far. A bit more scrambling to do here. This is no gimme. It needs a little bit of attention. Again, I think just needs to be whacked. Should do. Nice wind. Straight tail. Straight tail's always good. One less thing to worry about. I don't mind a straight head as long as I can reach. For the same reason, you just don't need to worry about the direction. You just get your distance and fire away. Now, what's going on here? Come on. Sometimes that sort of shocks it into that. Okay, we're back. Had to crash out of that. 731. Switched to a different internet. That was not happening. Six of tail, 2 of elevation is 823. This goes 122. I'm going to give it a little bit of top, rather than try and mess around with the spinny 9-iron. It's generally pretty reliable, the full pitching wedge with no spin. Would be dead weight. We will obviously hit it a lot harder than that. Again, just want to be a little bit careful with this. This hole's caused me problems so far. I had one shot that I thought was perfect and it just drifted off and didn't even hit the green. One that ended up about 30 feet away, which didn't hit the ding, but it wasn't particularly bad, so we've got nothing to beat. What's that? That's slightly more than a 50% win. That is going to be about 7 or 8. 2-2. That is going to play about 2-9 today. And that is going to be about there. And that should do. Let's go. No heartbeat again. I mean, I didn't hit the ding there. I missed it a fraction to the right, but again, I would have thought that was pretty good. It's not bad, is it? The distance wasn't far away. 3 yards out in the distance, missed the ding slightly. Okay. See, this one's turning more at the end than the start. It kind of goes like that, I think. I should put it. Yeah. I think that would be perfect. Boom. Okay, I made a mess of this hole earlier. I made an absolutely diabolical mess of this. I made a bogey. It was a much harder wind than that, though. Now, I need to be a bit careful. The wind here is going up that direction. We're going over there. So this will be more of a crosswind than that looks like. You can see from there, but this is going up that way, so it's somewhere between the two. I think there it looks good. I would rather be a bit right than left. Before I go in here, the nasty left to right wind, and it just kind of went through it. Ended up in here, got too delicate, trying to make the birdie, and ended up. Then I tried to chip in, and dear me, it was. What a mess I made of it. So 299 plus 15 for the elevation, 314 plus a good chunk. I think we can just hit this full. I think we just give it a full melt. I'll pull that a bit. That needs to stay. That needs to stay. Oh, don't go in the bunker. Don't go over there. Sit, 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 sit. Got away with that. Got away with that. That was a worse shot than the one I hit earlier that ended up in all sorts of trouble. Thankfully, it just didn't go far enough to get into real bother. And the fringe is a lot easier than the rough as well, obviously. This is going to need to be really hit. Really want the 50 points. The 50 points makes such a big difference to the total. I just want to check out. It's quite steep. Through there. There is a bit of movement at the start as well. Okay, that'll do. I'll give this a good smack because we're going through the fringe as well. It's into the wind as well. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Sorry team, that was a great chance to put some points on. Well, come on internet. If it carries on like this, we'll be flicking back to the mobile phone to tap in. Okay, we're back again after the internet disaster. I guess like this when there's a showdown on. It's one of the reasons I don't like to play in them. Okay. So we got 8 under. This is a really difficult hole. Really difficult hole to finish. It'd be nice to get off here with a bird. That's about a 5 tailwind and probably about a 7 or so across, 5 tail, 6 up. It's going to pay about 155. I would rather be a fraction short, so I'm going to play it about half a yard short. I'm going to err on the side of being a bit right as well, which would put me about there. Fire away. Yeah, hopefully this is slightly short, slightly right. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I missed the ding a bit more than I wanted to, but we'll absolutely take that. This is the spot to hole from on this green. Everything else, I mean, it's holeable from up here on 11 speeds particularly, but it's an awful lot easier with a fairly straight one up the hill. Yeah, about there. Just give this a bit extra oomph. Oh, tidy enough. Okay, let's see what that does to the leaderboard. We've only got 14 minutes left. I'm a little bit worried that with the internet being the way it is, oh fuck, he's used a pass. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. What's he doing? Never mind. It's 2.5 times. It's yeah. I'm a little bit worried that with the internet the way it is, I will not make that. So I'm going to bail. We've got 6,404 points. It's unlikely that we'll beat that. It is not unlikely that we'll beat this. How many have we got left? Seven. I see no point. We'll pass on that, and yeah, I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching.